Hello, Islam. Today we will discuss Tarawih. It is a part of this Siam or the fasting, not the Siam. So I will explain you what is a Tarawih and how they twisted the translation of the Quran to justify this worshipping practice. So Sunni and Shia, sorry, the Ahl Hadith or Wahhabi and Sunni, they have differences. They recommend the Imam for Imam 20, Tarawih. But Imam Wahhab, he issued a decree that there are 8, 12 or 8, whatever it is. Because it is not in the Quran. So it's useless to talk about that. But the shocking thing is that Shia consider it a sin, whereas for Sunni it is a blessing. So it's a look, this is a religion. First of all, Ahl Hadith or Wahhabi, they disagree. Sunni are saying 20 and Wahhab, they are saying 8 or 12, I don't remember. So this is then Shia issues a decree that it is a sin, it is a crime, because it was invented by Umar, Sayyidina Umar Farooq, after the death of the Muhammad. So this is their logic. So we will discuss today what is a Tarawih, what is the root of this word, and Tarawih in the literature of Islamic fiqh or tradition, and what is the meaning of the Tarawih according to the Quranic point of view. So I have selected two verses from the Quran where the Quran has used this word Rooh. So now first of all I'll give the Muslim clergy definition of Tarawih prayer. Tarawih prayer, Salatul Tarawih, they fabricated it. There is no Salatul Tarawih. And Salat doesn't mean supplication. Salat means follow the Quranic economic system, justice system, social system, family system. Signifies rest or relaxation. This is the meaning of istirah. The people who were living in the Saudi Arabia, when they traveled from Jeddah to Medina, it's a 400-kilometer distance. So on their way, they found so many, you can say motel, but in their language, it is istra. So you can take rest over there and, you can have dinner or lunch or breakfast. But there was no place for sleeping. So they call it istra. So many istra on our way when I was going from Jeddah to Medina with my family. We enjoyed by eating the good food, and mostly the hotels were on this Istra were Pakistani, Indian, and Egyptian, and Sunnis, and Yemeni also. So this is the meaning of Istra. It is a voluntary supplication performed after the Isha prayer, every night during the blessed month of Ramadan. So this is only for month of Ramadan. It's a voluntarily. It is they are saying it is not a compulsory like 5 times. Where the Quran has mentioned 5 time prayer is a compulsory or it's a farad, Quran did not mention anything. It doesn't mention anything. So some Islamic clergy narrations state that a complete Tarawih consists of 8 rakats. So this is Wahhabi, as a hadith. While others say it is a 12 or 20. As I explained, the religion means it's a disintegration, divided the humanity into sect, into denomination. This is a religion. Look here, there. Their azans are different. Shia azan is different. Sunni azan different. Ahmadi azan is different. Their wudu, Shia start wudu from the feet and the Sunni start wudu from the hand. It's a joke. It's a tragedy. They're all con artists. So when attending Tarawih at a masjid, the Imam will usually lead the full 20 rakat as all four school of thought support this narration. At the time of Caliph Abu Bakr, there were 8 rakat of Tarawih, but Caliph Umar increased the number to 20 rakat. So this is the brief history I have given. There is so, a lot of garbage, filth, but I have collected this information to save your time and my time. So Caliph Abu Bakr recommended 8. Then Umar, he increased it to 20. Tarawih prayer are performed in pairs, 2 rakat in each, according to the Hanfi, Malki, Shafi, and Hanbali schools of Sunni. It's a tragedy whenever these Muslims agreed or different sects agreed, they agreed on fabrication, on liar. They never agree on the Quran that we should make a research on the Quran. No. So here they agree because the money maintained. The Shia Muslim regard Tarawih is an innovation. Bidah. They call it Bidah. Ask the Shia Imam, all these scholars, very learned scholar, where is in the Quran Shia sect? The Quran Shia talk about the Ibrahim party as a companion. Where the Quran discuss that Ali was the son of Allah Muhammad or Fatima was the daughter of the Muhammad. Where the Quran has mentioned the Hassan Hussain and where Quran has mentioned Karbala, if you ask them question, they will kill you. Same, they are more fanatic than Sunni. They are all fanatic. Here they are saying that no, it's a bid'ah because they have a tussle. They are abusing each other. If you watch YouTube and watch the Sunni and the Shia debate, you will find they're fighting like a dogs. So this is, and now on 3 January 2000, Malaysian Prime Minister Matar Muhammad expressed regret that Tarawih prayers were exploited by certain people for a political gain, 100%. On 2 April 2022, hundreds of Muslims gathered in Times Square performed the first Tarawih prayer of Ramadan. Shame on them. These are the Muslims. What they are showing to the people. that we Muslims are praying or fasting, and then over 1,500 meals were handed out before the prayer to break the fast, known as iftar. And the people who are funding this, they are all corrupt. I have made my research. Wherever you will find this iftar party, the people who supply the fund for that, they're all dishonest, they're all corrupt. So this event marked the first time Tarawih prayer were publicly held in Scotland. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. Look, Islam is progressing. Islam is spreading. Alhamdulillah. These are your leaders. They don't know the alphabetic of the Quran. And the translation they have, all it is from Tabri Ibn Kathir's copy. It's all heresy. Now let me discuss the term Rooh. Rooh. It is the same word from where the word Tarawih has been derived. The term Tarawih has been derived from the word Rooh. The term Rooh has been used in the verse 287 and shall discuss and analyze its meaning in this lecture. So please listen attentively. It's a Quran. It is based on logic, reasoning, alignment, shining. Give your mind food of satisfaction. وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابَ وَكَفَّيْنَا مِنْ بَعْضِ الرُّسُلِ وَآتَيْنَا عِيسَى ابْنَ مَرْيَمَ الْبَيِّنَاتِ وَأَيَّدْنَاهُ بِالرُّوحِ الْقُدُسِ أَفَكَلَّمَا جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ بِمَا لَا تَهْوَىٰ أَنفُسُكُمْ اسْتَكْبَرْتُمْ فَرِيقٌ كَذَّبَتْ وَفَرِيقٌ تَقْتُلُونَ. So this word Ruh over here. Miriam وَأَيْدَيْنَا بِالرُّوحِ. Okay. So this Ruh has the root Re Heva. It signifies wind, to blow, to smell, scent, fragrance. So this is early in the morning. Some trees give you fragrance, or some crops give you fragrance. So that is the root. It was a Rah. It was a good and pleasant wind when we were cold. Wind in the hot season, it's known as Rah. It was a quick, brisk, and cold wind, or he betook himself in the thing or affair. When you involve some good thing, that is also Ravah. He become brightened or acquainted with the thing he rejoiced when you are feeling satisfaction like istra, comfort, so that is rejoiceful by eating or by sleeping or by anything, or cheerfulness or briskness or loveliness or disposing him to promptness in act of kindness, beneficence, generosity, he become light and active, or gratitude. So this is another meaning of Rama. How they can bring the Tarawih? From where they got this word Tarawih? Rahi signifies the experience of relief from grief and sorrow after suffering, or experience the joy and happiness arising from the certainty. When you are out of crisis and you are sure that now it is okay, that joy, that happiness, that satisfaction is known as Rahi. Rav Shajar, the trees broke with the leaves during the summer. The trees, the plant give the flowers new branches, new leaves. Rab said that. He smelled or perceived the odor or fragrance, or he fanned him with fan. You know, Marwa is a known in Arabic fan. When you have a fan in your room where there is a no AC, then you feel some satisfaction. So this is Marwa also from Ra. Arah, a breath of a man or of a horse. When you take breath, this is also air is going and coming, you feel satisfaction. It's a source of life. Istara, a man with his spirit or courage experience rest after fatigue, or he found transitory a resting place during long travels. So I have already explained that going from Jeddah to Medina, that is 400 kilometers, so you have to take the rest, that is Istra, same word. Riya, wine that causes briskness, whiskey or vodka, so that, the people who drink, they feel satisfaction, liveliness, and the human feelings. Ask the person who enjoys the beer or whiskey or wine. Ruhul Yaqeen, the joy and happiness that arise from the certainty. When you come out from the uncertainty to certainty in any affairs, so that pleasantness, that happiness is known as Ruhul Yaqeen. It's a Quran. They insulted the Quran by fabricating Tarawih and giving the name of Sahaba. Our role, trustworthy education of the Quran, which brings stability, peace, prosperity, and tranquility, or which protect the basic rights of the people. Verse 2693, you say it. So, a rule means that education which protect the basic right of the people, economic right, social right, family right, father right, mother right, daughter right, wife right. And this is Ruhul Quds. Okay. Now Ruhul Quds. The philosophy of the Quran, which has deep and far-away intense effects. This is verse 2. Ruhul Quds doesn't mean what they have translated. No. Quds means a raw, powerful force, which has effect, far away. When the Quranic Federation started the move, the Quran, Africa, Asia, Europe, this is the Ruhul Quds. Ra, open and plain tracts of the land producing much herbage. Rohani, a pleasant place in respect of wind or air. Here, the Sufism use this word Ruhaniyat. And all these Sufism or Saintism or atheism, they're all lethargic. They are defeated personality. Go and study their philosophy, Rouhaniyat. This world is a dog. This world is a useless. Prepare yourself for life hereafter. Destroy the totally ummah. Don't bother about this world. It's a haram. Just think life hereafter. Who knows? Does any person come back after death? He will let you know. It's all fairy tales. This is Rouhaniya. Yom Laylatul Rohatu, a good and pleasant night. Tarawih, a single rest during the prayer of Ramadan. They are using this. Puffing, blowing the air to ignite the fire. If fire is not ignited, you put some puffing. That is also known as Rah. Atlab min rihan Allah. In the search of Allah, Allah's means of subsistence, means of nourishment. Al-walad min rihan Allah. Our offspring is from fragrance of Allah's laws. Ar-ruh al-ma. Water gets stagnant or floated. Al-marwa. Fan or pleasing air of the fan. So this is I have taken the word which they used, the Quranic tradition people, the people at that time of Quranic tradition, they used in these shur or in these shapes. Okay, now 1785. وَيَسْأَلُونَ عَنْ الرُّوحِ قُلْ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. There are a lot of stories, just to see their translation. They ask you, what is the Rooh? About the Rooh. Say, the Rooh comes by the command, the Quranic education. Any command coming from the Quranic tradition or Quranic education or from the Quranic verses, that is the Rooh. Or my boss or cherisher, the head of department of the Quranic Federation, whatever order, Amar, he is giving, that is the rule. We have to follow that. And now they are saying angels and soul and I don't know. So this is Quran. I bring the one verse of the Al-Ruh denotes spirit or soul, but it does not support by the Quran. Quran does not accept it. It is a Jewish. It is Christianity. Al-Quds. It signifies free from all kinds of imperfection or corruption or free from evil activities. So this Quran is a Quds. Al-Quds. It's a free. It is my research. I could not find a single mistake or negative virtues. They're talking, these Muslims, and they have given the chance to the non-Muslim. Oh, Quran had this. All our leaders, they don't know the Quran. They just use the Quran for shining their leadership to make the money. Now, let me give you Quds fil earth, how they use this. Signify the society free from imperfection or evilness or blessed. This is the best definition. So the Quran is also Al-Quds proper noun. It's a free from all imperfection, evilness, and it will give you a blessed society, peaceful society. Baitul Maqdis, assembly house of discussion of Quran. They think in Israel, Baitul Maqdis. No, that is not a Baitul Maqdis. This Quran, discussion of the Quran, this is your house, Bait, Al-Quds, Quran. In your house, you discuss the thing. The Quran is your house. So the Quran says, indeed, I will not transfer this usefully to save the time. Indeed, we, the Federation, gave Musa parameters, Al-Kitab, same. word used for all 25 or 30 representatives of the Quran. And after that, we send multiple messages, and we give Isa ibn Maryam. What a wonderful personality he was. So what Quran is saying that we give the Musa the Kitab, written mandate, decrees. Kitab has 40, 50 meanings. And after that, we send multiple messengers and we give Isa ibn Maryam clear and solid arguments. This Quran, clear, solid, and brave argument, courageous argument. And strengthen him. Give the program from the Quran with philosophy of the Quran, which has deep and far away intense effect by Rule Quds. You know, Maryam and Isa ibn Maryam, they defeated the Roman Empire. This Quran is saying, Rule Quds. And they make the capital Rabwa. Now the Ahmadi, they made the capital. They took from the Quran this thing. They now strengthen and empower him. Clear, bold, and solid argument strengthen him with philosophy of the Quran, which has a deep and far away intense effect. Isa alayhi salam, under the leadership of Maryam, Isa ibn Maryam, the fundamental leader of the Maryam party, or the framework of the Maryam party, they defeated the Roman Empire. In that area, Rabwa area, in the society, and whenever there came to you a messenger with what your high estimation did not desire, anfusakum, your conscious, your high estimate, you say that we are very high. We don't care about that. Some of you become stubborn, ignorant. All our religious leader or religious institution, they're all stubborn. Astakbaratum fariqun. There, Isa alayhi salam, they disagree, they disagree, one free. But here, all the 2.5 Muslims, they're all stubborn. They're all ignorant. Ignorance you can teach, but now how you will, these leaders, teach them the Quran when they're all ignorant, all stubborn? Look, the Quran what a wonderful thing Quran is giving about Isa alayhi salam and Maryam. Then one imposter group, they lied him. They said, we will not agree with your program. Kazzabatun freakun. They disagree with him. They denied with him. And they insulted him by saying that you are lying. And insulted him by fighting. Taqtulun doesn't mean they kill him, no. Insult, fighting, insulting, knowledge, killing. But here, fighting with him, opposing him, insulting him. So this is the meaning of Rooh, which they make Tarawih. Where is that verse? Now I'll give you another verse from Surah Yusuf. What is the meaning of Rooh? In Surah Yusuf, 1287 verse, the Quran has used in the shade of law of Allah. Look, there is a Quranic laws here in a beautiful way, Allah's laws. Ya baniya, adhabu, watasu man Yusuf, wa akhihi, wala ta Yusuf min ruwallah. إنه لا يأس من روح الله إلا القوم الكافرون. We are no kafirin. We don't know where we're to go, what will happen with us. It's a timeless speech of the leader of the Yusuf Union. For my party, framework, leadership, or my successor, leadership. Framework leadership or my successor leadership. Go and inquire or search for Yusuf. You know the story. Yusuf, opponent party, they were under the command of their leader. The Quran gives the name Yaqub. So they were under, they have a clash over there. It is not about the biological brother. No, it's about Akhiya. Akhi. They were under the main leadership of Yaqub, but they have differences. Why? Because Yusuf was more intelligent, more productive, and they were jealous about this. So that is why they throw him into the deserted area, barren land. You have listened, very sexual story, what happened. But nothing is over there. There was no Zulekha, no, love story, nothing like that. When we'll come on the Surah Yusuf, you will know it. He's a missing. Find where he is. But they throw him in the barren land. And do not despair. Tasu. Now the whole Muslim Ummah, 2.5 billion, they are all despair to finish their disparity or their sickness or their feeling of grief. They're all celebrating iftar party, Tarawih. Look what the leader of these people, what Yaqub is saying to them, John, go and search for him. And don't be, despair. From the good, pleasant, bright and rejoiceful cheerfulness, education of Allah. Wala tasu min Allah. Look, how they can make it soul, how they can make it spirit. It's the education of Allah, principle of Allah. Wala tasu. Never despair from the Quran. You should say goodbye to all the Islamic literature, all the filth of hadith, all the garbage of tradition which insults the Quran. Truly, no despair from the relief giving from grief, sorrow, and suffering. Education of Allah. Inna hu la yasusu min ruh. Again, what a beautiful. Here, min ruh again. Tasu, it's a plural. Yas, singular. إِنَّهُ لَا يَاسْمَنُ. You start work on the Quran, change this mosque into the research center of the Quran, your all anxiety, disparity, grief, depression will vanish away. Oh Allah. Accept those who disacknowledge it. 2.5 billion Muslims, they are kafirun. They don't accept the Quran. They don't want to make the research on the Quran. They want to hide it. They want to disacknowledge it. They want supplication. They want hadith. They want tradition. They want mullah. They want supplication. They want tarawih. They want fasting. They don't want. That is a disacknowledgement. Kafir does not mean kafir that person who disacknowledges the truth. Universal definition, timeless definition. Any person who disacknowledges the truth, there are billion forms of truth. He is a kafir. And we Muslims, look, not kafir. We are a mushrikeen, rebellious against the Quranic laws. So this is the meaning of Tarawih. It does not mean 8 or 12 Tarawih. Or look, Shia saying it's a sin, it's a crime, and Sunni saying it's a blah. Who will decide? The yardstick of the Quran. Use it. Quran make justice, just like a sharp weapon. And all our religious leaders, they are the bunch of munafiqun. This is okay, this is okay. You can do this way or this way, but you follow the religion. You should stay in the darkness. Don't come into the brightness of the Quran. Because Quran is not religion. Do you think I give you any religious ceremony over here? I'm giving the fact based on the language, you know. So thank you very much. And the next lecture will be never ending Lailatul Qadr. They could not find Lailatul Qadr. It's a centuries in 10 nights of the Ramadan. They're searching. Make the research on the Quran instead of finding the Lailatul Qadr, even or odd night. It is all garbage. Make the research on the Quran. Convert all these mosques into the research center. In 2 years, rather than 1 year, result will come. Because it will be according to Rooh Allah. It is according to the Rooh Allah. It will be according to the Rule Quds. So thank you very much.